Some great news in our wildfire recovery efforts tonight. All evacuation orders are now lifted for the Palisades Fire.
Yeah, so it's been more than 5 months since these unforgettable images of destruction, and now another step in the recovery to normalcy.
NBC4's Karma Dickerson live for us in the Palisades with more on what this looks like and how the folks there are feeling. Hey, Karma.
Hey there. Well, speaking of what it looks like, for the first time in a long time, it's looking like the pathway into the Palisades is back to normal. Now, you can see there are still some cones here, but notice that you don't see any police, any National Guard. There are no restrictions on who can get into this community. Roadblocks are down, pathways are clear as the Palisades fully reopens to the public, nearly 6 months after the fire chased community members out and shut businesses down.
It's been a little tough, but we're hanging in there.
The community's reopening has come in phases. Moku Sushi on Palisades Drive in Sunset reopened in April, when Palisades and even PCH was only accessible by residential or work permit.
We have a lot of people calling in oh, we're trying to get in, and and how do we do it?
PCH fully reopened ahead of Memorial Day weekend, but access to neighborhoods remained permit only. But Sunday, the LA Fire Department announced the final evacuation orders and traffic restrictions would be lifted.
I wanted to assure everyone that there is going to be a very, very heavy presence of police officers.
The previous checkpoints were intended not only to help manage traffic, but to deter criminals. When the road barriers came down, much of the visible law enforcement pulled out. But Councilwoman Tracy Park addressed security in a post this morning and pledged a strong police presence.
Both in the short term and in the long term as we continue our recovery.
Those rebuilding efforts becoming easier and easier to spot. Nestled between the burned buildings and cleared lots are a growing number of homes under construction. The City of Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety has issued permits for 85 different addresses in the Palisades burn zone. And while most neighborhoods we saw still had more workers than residents and visitors, Moku's co-owner Pachara Ratsamijan says it was important for the restaurant to stick it out for loyal customers and employees who had always shown up for them. He's hoping opening up access to the community will help.
Very excited. Hopefully we'll get more traffic coming to this community, and we're just trying to get this community back up again.
And we did see a few police officers around the community as we were inside, but more notably, we saw a lot of private security, many more private security officers than we saw police officers patrolling the neighborhoods as well. Reporting live from the Palisades, Karma Dickerson, NBC4 News.